Hi, I'm Ryan Perkins, and this is my presentation on the Star Wars trilogy and the hero's journey through film. So this is our main protagonist, Luke. His ordinary world is working on a farm with his aunt and uncle on a desert planet called Tatooine, which is in the Outer Rim. So he doesn't really know much about the Empire or any of that. His call to adventure begins when him and his uncle go to or buy two droids from some creatures. Those droids' names are C3PO and R2D2. This isn't R2D2, but oh well. Anyway, his journey began, and they buy them without knowing that they're a part of the resistance force against the Empire. So his journey begins when R2D2 starts playing a message from Leia asking Obi-Wan Kenobi for help, as he's the only one who can help her. So anyway, R2D2 runs off during the night and to try to go find Obi-Wan by himself. So Luke and C3PO go and try to find R2D2. This is when they meet up with Ben after being ambushed by desert or sand people. Obi-Wan goes back with Luke and tells him more about his parents, more about the Force and all of that, and says that Luke's destined to take out Darth Vader. So, So anyway, Obi-Wan says that Luke should come join the Resistance and help take out Anakin. Luke refuses at this point and doesn't want to do that. He has to stay on the farm with his aunt and uncle. So he offers to drive Obi-Wan to the nearest town. After driving Obi-Wan to the nearest town, he comes back to find that his parents are both dead, and his house is destroyed, presumably by the Empire. Anyway, he ends up, without any other path, joining Obi-Wan to go save Leia, the princess. And so they have to find a ship. This is when they meet Han Solo and Chewbacca. Han Solo owns the Millennium Falcon, presumably the fastest ship in the galaxy, according to him. So on this, Obi-Wan ends up giving a ridiculous amount of money. He obviously accepts. So they go across the galaxy, they go to find Leia on the Death Star, and so all that happens. Blah blah blah. The Death Star blows up. So then the next movie starts. Luke this time starts off on a planet basically opposite of Tatooine. It is a ice planet called Hoth. He gets kidnapped by a Wookiee, or not a Wookiee, a Yeti creature. And this is the first real instance of him using the Force, as he uses it to pull a lightsaber out of the ice and save himself from the Yeti. Later, Obi-Wan Kenobi tells him he needs to go to the Dagobah system. So, whilst entering the Dagobah system, there's a layer of fog the planet he needs to go to meet Yoda, which is the Jedi Master Obi-Wan told him to meet. There's a cloud of fog and all that, and he crashes into a swamp planet. There, he meets a small green creature. I'll use this one again. Small green creature, which won't tell him his name, and offers to help him find Yoda. the small green creature keeps testing his patience more and more and more, saying he's not ready because he's impatient to Obi-Wan after admitting he is Yoda. So anyway, Yoda ends up training Luke to use the Force. Okay. Anyway, Yoda ends up teaching Luke how to use the Force. Luke starts running and working out a lot. He also has to start using the Force to lift stuff like rocks, and eventually Yoda tells him to lift the X-Wing out of the lake. After Luke is incapable of doing this, Yoda proves to him that size does not matter by doing it himself. Because Luke thinks it's impossible due to size. Anyway, the talisman of the trilogy could be considered the Force, as it is what helps Luke and it aids the Jedi. It also aids the Sith, but it helps them have a fighting chance against the Empire, and without it, it would be impossible to defeat Darth Vader. The other talisman could be considered the lightsabers, as they help fight and to help up the offensive and defensive capabilities of the Force. So, in this movie, Luke has 3 main allies: Han Solo, Chewbacca, and then Leia Organa. It's really Leia Skywalker, but anyway, through this, these 3 help him. Han Solo being the pilot, Chewbacca also being a pilot. So Chewbacca and Han kind of serve a similar purpose. And Leia just really genuinely knowing what the Resistance is doing and having a say in that. So they help Luke in his journey to get to where he's going, and for a portion of the main portion of the third movie, they are together. So they just help really him fight. They also help save him some of the time, and he saves them other times. So it's a mutual relationship. The Supreme Ordeal. The Supreme Ordeal in this movie, and this is not Darth Vader, obviously. Okay. So the Supreme Ordeal of this movie is Darth Vader. This isn't Darth Vader, it's Kylo Ren. But anyway, of this entire trilogy, it's Darth Vader. There's an entire fight leading up with Luke and Darth Vader. In the last movie, it was revealed that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. It's also revealed that Leia and Luke were siblings, because they didn't know any of this. So there's the end battle with Luke against Darth Vader. Luke ends up winning the battle against Darth Vader and kills Darth Vader off once and for all, freeing Anakin's soul from Darth Vader. Other than the main fight with Luke and Darth Vader kills lots of Jedi and Resistance fighters, and is a menace to the entire Resistance. He believes in the ways of the dark side, but ends up killing his master, Palpatine, in order to save Luke. So, what is the reward or the new life from this movie? The reward and new life could be considered the same thing or similar things. The reward is peace for the galaxy and freedom brought back to the galaxy. Getting to defeat the Empire and bringing the end of its reign of tyranny. So the new life would be an era of peace where Luke starts training Jedi, as we can see from the prequels, or the sequels, sorry. Anyway, Luke starts training more Jedi. The empire ends up collapsing. All this stuff happens. Peace comes. The resistance is no longer really needed, and that's it.